Episode 451, Claude for Science.
The AI 6 Podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
Claude Science is a new app from Anthropic that tries to put AI where scientists actually work, in the middle of the lab notebook rather than in a separate chat window. Hello and you're very welcome back to AI 6, where I am on a mission to upskill 500,000 people in AI 6 minutes a day, Monday to Friday. And on Saturdays, we have the long listen. And I want to tee up this Saturday's long listen. It's with the Executive Director of Police AI in the UK. So you'll want to tune in for that. Today, I'm talking about Claude Science and why it matters and what real researchers are saying now it's in their hands. I'm currently working with researchers at the University of Vigo. They are working in the area of marine research, and I tested it with them. But first, let's hear from a different academic on her assessment. This is Professor Ben Stone, and I came across her Instagram account.
This week, I had to rewrite one of my biggest rules about AI. I tested Claude Science on 3 real research projects. Not demos, not examples, actual work I needed to get done. So normally, this would have taken me weeks. Claude Science got me to a deep level of understanding in hours. Not because it thought for me, but because it let me think about the things that actually matter. So I still made every decision, I still read the key papers, I still validated every conclusion. But Claude Science accelerated my work massively.
So at the end of June, Anthropic, the company behind Claude, launched Claude Science in beta. And it's not just a chat box. It's describing it as an actual workbench because it can render 3D protein structures and genome tracks on screen. I actually did an experiment, excuse the pun, with a marine researcher last week as I was demoing Claude Science because, of course, I'm not a scientist. I'm an arts graduate, a journalist and a communicator and now an AI builder. But I specifically asked one of my students to actually give me a prompt. And the prompt that she gave me was something that she had actually built, and it took her 2 months. My friends, she was gobsmacked as she watched Claude Science reason, think, design, build, code, back-check itself on the research, go into journals, and actually come up with a graph that my students said, wow, this is mind-blowing. It took me almost 2 months to do this. So I got the marine scientist to actually validate and verify the accuracy of the diagram it had come up with. So I got to test it in the real world. So this is another huge move by Anthropic going into domain expertise. We know it's got Claude for marketing, Claude for business, Claude for finance, Claude for law, and now Claude for Science. And so what is it doing to professionals like me? Well, the whole goal is to free us up so that we can scale what we're doing, make a better impact, and bring our humanness, our lived experience, and our expertise to different parts of our work and not stuck in the drudge. However, going into science is something pretty impressive. So Claude Science is Anthropic's third big science move in just over a year. First came free API credits for researchers under the AI for Science program. Late last year, Claude launched Claude for Life Sciences to connect Claude into lab tools and scientific data and show that their Sonnet model could match or slightly beat a human expert baseline on a protocol benchmark. Now they're back with this standalone app, and it's included in existing paid Claude plans. So that's why I was able to download it to my desktop and test it with my marine science students. Now, it's only running on Mac and Linux. And of course, I operated from Mac, so I was able to test it. My students are on Windows and they couldn't. And you see, until now, using AI in research has been like kind of keeping your tools in one place and then everything else somewhere else. But actually, Claude integrates it, and it is a proper workbench. And by my mini experiment, it is performing at very high levels. But I want researchers and scientists to actually test it for themselves. Don't take my word for it or my students' word for it. Absolutely go. There are professors at US universities who are also testing it. And of course, they've found that Claude for Science can still hallucinate like other models and apps it has released. So, it will get better because, of course, if scientists begin to use it, fine-tune it, and give it that human reinforcement feedback, then Claude Science is going to learn. But this is a huge move. And of course, as I said to my students in class last week from the University of Vigo, hey, you are on the side of AI for good, for marine science and the public interest and influencing policy. So hopefully this will give you more time. But let's face it, the exponential acceleration of AI over the last 2 years is quite remarkable. And scientists in my Zoom room had their eyes open to it. If you're a scientist, a researcher, if you've tried Claude for Science, I'd love to get you on the show. Drop me a DM on LinkedIn or send me an email to joanne@digitaltraining.ie. That's it for today's show. If you're ready to turn these insights into skills, here's how I can help. Get your copy of my book, AI Playbook, on Amazon. It's the perfect companion to the show. For weekly AI strategy, subscribe to my newsletter, Human in the Loop, on LinkedIn. Or if you want to take the next big step, you can take our CPD accredited professional diploma in AI. Maybe you need something more tailored for your organization. You can book a call in my calendar at digitaltraining.ie. Or if you work in government or public sector, go over to publicsectormarketingpros.com. If you found this episode useful, please share it with a pro that you know. And I'd love to read your comments on Spotify. And if you can, take a second to like, rate, or subscribe wherever you listen. It really helps the show. This is AI 6. I'll talk to you on the next episode.